Hello future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video in plane and spherical trigonometry, particularly on determining the angle formed between the hands of a clock. These hands are the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock. So there are 10 exercises here, and we need to know the techniques in determining angle formed between the hands of the clock, which might be part of the problems that you will encounter not only in trigonometry but also in other subjects, algebra, calculus, and so on. So these are the 10 exercises. So we need to determine the smaller angle formed between uh, the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock at the following times. So these are the different times. And in order to answer these questions, these problems, we need to have a guide. So let's have the guide clock, model clock, and take note that there are 12 graduations, equal graduations, and therefore we need to know the angular speed of each hand of a clock. So let's have the guide clock 12, which reads 12 o'clock. Then after 1 hour, notice the rotation of the minute hand and the hour hand. So we observe that the minute hand has turned one complete revolution or 360 degrees, and the hour hand has just turned one mark. It points the 1 o'clock mark. So therefore, since the minute hand has turned 12 marks, the hour hand has just turned one mark. So the speed of rotation of the hour hand is 1/12 of that of the minute hand. So after 1 hour, this would be the position, which is that. So that's after 1 o'clock or after 1 hour. Then in general, so if we have a clock which reads 12 o'clock after X minutes, notice that the minute hand turns X minutes as shown. So this is after X minutes from the initial position of the minute hand to its final position, that's X, and from the initial position of the hour hand to its final position, X over 12. So the angular speeds are related by that fact. So therefore, for the hour hand, the speed of rotation of the hour hand is, so before we proceed, we need to know the angular spacing between marks. So let's call the angular spacing between marks as theta. And since there are 12 equal marks, equally spaced marks, 12 theta is equal to 1 revolution, and 1 revolution is 360 degrees. So theta therefore is 30 degrees. That's why for the hour hand, the speed of rotation for the hour hand is 30 degrees per hour. And that for the minute hand, since its graduation is equivalent to 5 minutes for the minute hand, so this 30 degrees should be divided by 5 minutes, so that the speed of rotation of the minute hand is 30 divided by 5, 6 degrees per minute for the minute hand, or 360 degrees divided by 60, because 5 minutes times 12 is 60 minutes. 360 degrees divided by 60 minutes is 6 degrees per minute also. So for part A, we need to know the angle at 4 o'clock. So let's draw a clock with reading 4 o'clock. So this is the hour hand, and that's the minute hand, and the angular spacing between the minute hand and the hour hand, I'll call that alpha. And since there are 4 equal graduation and each graduation is 30 degrees, so therefore the smaller angle formed between the minute hand and the hour hand is 4 times 30 degrees, and that is equal to 120 degrees. So for part A, the answer is 120 degrees. So alpha, the smaller angle between the hands of the clock, is 120 degrees. Then for part B, so I will erase this drawing annotations. 8:45, so let's draw a clock which reads 8:45. So 8:45, the minute hand should point the 9 mark, that's 8:45. So that's the minute hand. This should be the position of the hour hand. So definitely this angle here, alpha, is less than 30 degrees. So let's make the minute hand fixed and find out this angle here by ratio and proportion. I'll call this theta 1, and this corresponds to 45 minutes, and 45 minutes is in hour. 45 minutes in hour is, I'll just solve it here, is 0.75 hours. So theta 1 has to 0.75 hour. This 0.75 hour is 45 minutes. So because the hour hand was pointing the 8 mark, then after 45 minutes or 0.75 hour, 45 over 60 is 0.75. This is the position of the hour hand. So theta 1 as to 0.75 hours is equal to 30 degrees as to 1 hour. From here, from this speed of the hour hand. Therefore, theta 1 is equal to 0.75 of 30, and that's 22.5 degrees. Therefore, at 8:45, alpha is 30 degrees minus theta 1, 22.5, and that is equal to 7.5 degrees. So the answer for the angle formed between the smaller angle formed between the hands of the clock is 30 minus 22.5, and that's 7.5 degrees. So even without the calculator, that's 7.5 degrees. Then we proceed to part C. Part C. So I will erase this drawing and this solution here. Let's proceed to part C, which reads 2:15 o'clock. So that would be, this should be the minute hand, and before the hour hand was pointing the 2 o'clock mark. At 2:15, it should be pointing somewhere here. This is the hour hand, and this is alpha, the smaller angle. I'll call this theta 1 again. And the movement of the hour hand, it was pointing at the 2 mark, and after 15 minutes, this is now the position. 15 minutes is 1/4 of an hour, or 0.25. So that's why theta 1 as to 15 minutes, and 15 minutes as again is I call this 0.25 hour. 15 minutes is equal to 30 degrees as to 1 hour. Since 0.25 of 30 is 7.5 degrees, therefore alpha is equal to 30 degrees minus 7.5 degrees. So the answer to the second part, alpha, the angle formed between the minute hand and the hour hand of the clock, is this 30 minus 7.5, and that is 22.5 degrees. So we proceed to part D, and I'll erase this solution. Just this, because this is the conversion also. So next is the 145. So the minute hand is pointing the ninth mark, and 145 beyond 1. So this is the hour hand, and again this is the smaller angle between the hands of the clock, and I'll call this theta 1 again, which corresponds to 45 minutes or 0.75 hour, and alpha from the figure is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 30 degrees plus this theta 1 here. So theta 1 as to 0.75 hour or 45 minutes is equal to 30 degrees over 1 hour. So theta 1 is equal to 22.5 degrees again. So that alpha is equal to 4 times 30, 120 degrees plus 22.5 degrees. So therefore, alpha is equal to, in part D, 120 plus 22.5 is 142.5 degrees. So we then proceed to part E, and I'll erase this drawing, and this theta 1 here, and this one. So next is 8:20. So the minute hand is pointing the 4 mark. The hour hand is pointing beyond 8. So it is somewhere here, and this is alpha. And I'll call this theta 1. And from this position to that position, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is again 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 30 degrees. Then plus theta 1. So alpha is 4 times 30 degrees plus theta 1. Then theta 1 as to 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 20 over 60, 1/3 of an hour. 1/3 of an hour equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. So therefore theta 1 is 10 degrees. So that alpha is equal to 4 times 30, 120 degrees plus 10 degrees. So the answer to uh, part E is equal to 130 degrees. So alpha, the smaller angle alpha equals 130 degrees. Then F, so I'll erase this, and this, the drawing. So next is 5:10. So the minute hand is pointing the 2 mark. That's the minute hand. And the hour hand is pointing beyond 5, just a little beyond 5. So this is the angle formed between the hands of the clock. I will call this again as theta 1. Between 2 and 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 3 times 30. So this is already 90 degrees. 3 times 30 degrees. Therefore, alpha is 3 times 30 degrees plus theta 1. So since the equivalent number, the equivalent hour is 10 minutes, because this is 5:10, 10 minutes divided by 60 is 1/6 of an hour. So theta 1 as to 1/6 equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. Therefore, theta 1 is 5 degrees. And alpha is 3 times 30 degrees plus 5 degrees. And therefore, that is equal to 95 degrees. So for part F, the answer is alpha equals 95 degrees. So alpha equals 95 degrees. Then we proceed to G, part G. It's 12:25. So again, we erase this and this. And let's draw another hands of the clock which reads 12:25. So that means the minute hand is pointing the 5 mark, that one. And the hour hand is, because it's 12:25, just to the right of 12. So somewhere here. And this is alpha. And between 1 to 5, that's again 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times 30 degrees. That's 4 times 30 degrees. And I'll call this theta 1. And this is, I'll just make this 5 times 30 degrees from 12 to this end of the tip of the minute hand. so that this is 5 times 30, so that alpha is this alpha here, this alpha here is 5 times 30 degrees minus theta 1. 5 times 30 degrees minus theta 1. So this is 5 times 30 degrees and minus theta 1. So theta 1 as to 25 minutes, because 25 minutes is 25 over 60, that's 512. 5 over 12, 25 over 60 equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. So 30 over 12 is 2.5 times 5. So that's 12.5 degrees. 30 over 12 is 2.5 degrees times 5. That's 12.5 degrees. Therefore, alpha is 5 times 30 degrees minus 12.5. 150 degrees minus 12.5 is 137. So alpha is 137.5 degrees. So next, we proceed to HGH. So part H, I will erase this part and let's have again another time, which is 11:05. So that means the minute hand is pointing this mark, is pointing this mark here. And just beyond 11 here, the hour hand. So this is alpha, and I'll call this theta 1. Between 11 and 1, that's 2 graduations. So therefore, alpha is 2 times 30 degrees minus theta 1. So this is 2 times 30 degrees or 60 degrees, then minus theta 1. Theta 1 is, of course, which corresponds to 5 minutes movement of the hour hand. 5 minutes is 5 over 12, 5 over 60 rather, 1 over 12 hour equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. So theta 1 is 2.5 degrees. Therefore, alpha is 2.5, 2 times 30 degrees minus 2.5 degrees. And that is equal to 60 minus 2.5 is 57.5 degrees. So answer to H is 57.5 degrees. Then I 642. So I'll again erase this solution. And let's have another clock. Same clock, but the reading is different. 642. So 642, this is the position of, because that's 40, minute hand 42, and the R hand should be somewhere here, beyond 6, and this is alpha. So that means from the 8th mark, that's 2 degrees, 2 minutes rather. And since this is the minute hand, and the minute hand turns 6 degrees per minute, so the equivalent number of minutes here is 2 minutes times 6 degrees per minute, so 2 times 6 degrees, so that means that's 12 degrees. While if this is theta 1, because the R hand was pointing the 6 mark, if I call that theta 1, then from the figure, this alpha here is equal to this measure, which is 2 times 30 minus theta 1. So let's just set up alpha. 2 times 30 degrees from this up to the 8th mark. 6 to 8 is 2 times 30 or 60 degrees. Then we subtract theta 1 and we add 12 degrees. So 2 times 30 degrees minus theta 1, then plus 2 times 6 degrees or 12 degrees. So to solve for theta 1, so theta 1 has to 42 minutes. That 42 minutes divided by 60 is 42 over 60 to convert that to R. So 42 divided by 60 is equal to 0.7, 7 over 10, or 0.7 of an hour. That's 42 minutes equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. So 0.7 of 30 is 21 degrees. So therefore, alpha is 60 degrees minus 21 degrees plus 12 degrees. And 60 minus 21 plus 12 is equal to 51 degrees. So therefore, our answer to part I is alpha equals 51 degrees. Then finally, 346. So I'll erase these calculations and the drawing also. So let's have a clock reading 346. So that means the minute hand is pointing between 8 and 9, and the R hand is just beyond 3. So this is the R hand, and this is the minute hand, and this is alpha. So I'll call this theta 1, initial position of the R hand, pointing the 3 o'clock mark to this final position. And because this is the minute hand, this angle here, the equivalent number of minutes is 46, rather 6 only, because this is already 40. So therefore this is 646, 346. It's wrong. Sorry. It should be pointing here beyond 9 because that's 345. So this is alpha. So this is already 45. So that means this is equivalent to 1 minute. And 1 minute is 6 degrees from here. 6 degrees per minute. So this is 45, then 46. So that means that's 1 minute movement rotation of the minute hand. And 1 minute for the minute hand, 1 minute corresponds to 6 degrees. So from the figure, alpha is between 3 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 6 times 30 degrees, then minus theta 1, then plus we add 6 degrees here. So that's our working equation, where theta 1 is to be solved. So theta 1 as to this is 46 minutes, and 46 in hour is 46 divided by 60, and that's 23 over 30. 23 over 30 hour equals 30 degrees as to 1 hour. So 23 over 30 times 30, that's 23 degrees. So therefore, alpha is 6 times 30, 180 minus 23 degrees plus 6 degrees. So therefore, our answer to J is alpha equals 180 degrees minus 23, then plus 6 is 163 degrees. So that's it for this video because it is already very long. I hope that you were able to follow the solutions.